think that he's came a long way, and the whole cast, in all reality, to me, has came a long way on the Fear the Walking Dead. So to come up with another one, a third one, and they did bring this up. They did bring this up on a Talking Dead a while back. This was like 2 seasons ago. They, after they knew that there was a didn't come up. After they knew that they already had Fear, they brought it up briefly. But then, like I said, it's Time Magazine, or I don't even know what those magazines are at the cash register. But I guess since it involves something we talk about, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick it up next time, and I'm gonna read what it says, because it could be some hogwash, like it could be like just something they're throwing out there, or it could be really to the point to where they're gonna put another show on, which I wouldn't mind. Because it would keep the thing with Fear TWD, what it does too is it keeps us going for The Walking Dead. So
yeah, absolutely. I agree. I just hope I can't even imagine what the spinoff would be. I hope it's true. That would be totally cool.
I don't know. Thinking about it, I'm like, where and when and how. But we got to get into the recap of the podcast, and we got to see where we'll recap. Then we'll see where we think everything's going, which direction, and because, like I said, if they're leaving us with a lot of direction, you know what I mean, a lot of places that it can go. And obviously, we know the main direction, who everybody is after. And then I want to bring up, and I brought this up with because they didn't talk about it, and we're gonna bring it up tonight. Though they didn't talk about it, but it's something that I'll bring up tonight, and I think you may agree with me on it. But let's go ahead and I want to go back to that. I brought it up with you right away. About that little lake. I'm boring you with it, but I'm still intrigued by it, because I'm intrigued by waters like that, and you say it's a little pond. I think it's a set-made lake. And what do you think? What do you think from there?
I think it's a pond, a small pond. I do, because some of the vegetation and stuff,
Yeah.
But I thought the zombies floating in it, or walkers floating in it, were pretty cool. See, I caught myself. I thought that was pretty well done. I like that part of it.
What did you think about the zombie that popped out of the other boat that they got to? What did you say about that?
I thought it was great. I loved it. I did. What did you think?
That was when they first showed it. You couldn't see the lady walker in there.
No, not right away.
And then when they got to it, the lady popped out. The lady walker popped out and was like, "Boo!" And I kind of got shocked at that point. I was like, "What the heck?
Like,
where'd that come from?" And
I was like, "Whoa!" Yeah, that was pretty cool. Liked it, loved it.
The other reason I wanted to bring that up is because Aaron played kind of scared Rick a little bit, like making him think that he lost him when he went underwater and kind of got away from those walkers. And like I say, there was some good acting right there, because I don't think that water was more than 3 feet deep.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Yeah, that was.
So it was some great acting.
They did an excellent job in that scene. I really thought they did a good job. And then the note, of course, that they received.
Yeah, I know.
That was great.
Yeah, I know. That was pretty funny for everybody who watches that. So let me ask you. Let's go back to the beginning, the opening of TWD. let me know how you felt about the opening of this season, the mid-season finale. How did you feel about the opening of the show?
Oh, I thought it was good. I was looking forward to it. I couldn't wait. No, I liked it. Was there something you didn't like about it, or?
Wow, I didn't think they started where they should have. I think they should have started right away with Rick and Negan, and they kind of threw us off a little bit. It was an okay opening, but it felt like it was kind of boring for a second there. Like it didn't give us a lot of detail when it first the show opened up. And I think that if they would have started with Negan and Rick right away, I think it would have been more exciting.
Well, I don't know. They kind of got us a little into it. I thought it was all right. It was good. It wasn't bad. I didn't think it was bad. They could have, I guess, but they kind of saved that, so you started watching, and then you were watching for that, I think. They have their reasons.
Yeah. So the only thing that Rick and Aaron, though, going back to it for a second, they did get a pretty good haul because they got a lot of weapons, just no ammunition. I would still take all those weapons and then whatever food, the stock of food they got. So going back to that, just real quick, I'm still intrigued by that water. I'm just like, that's why I'm going to go to Virginia. I'm going to hang out with Chris. We're already setting up plans. Chris is going to take me to the, he's going to take me to the underwater ocean. There's a highway in Virginia. It's in Virginia. He's in West Virginia, but there's an underwater. Yeah. I'm just so intrigued by the ocean that it just drives me crazy. And I know it wasn't an ocean. I know it was a little pond or it was a swimming pool. But so Enid, bringing Enid up again. You know, I still think she's a creepy little girl. And Carl, stay away. Carl, stay away. Oh, you are in Virginia. He is in Virginia. I thought you were in West Virginia. Enid is over there with Maggie and Sasha over at Hilltop. And, you know, they're getting her better. Enid, they're trying to make Enid be a more of, you know, they're trying to make her out to where she's not as creepy as she was in the beginning. Have you noticed that, the change in the writing?
A little bit, but she's still, there's something off about her. I just can't put my finger on it.
And the way she talks about Negan is like she knows him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's something off about her. I can't put my finger on what the deal is with her yet. I don't know. I think she might be a surprise person later. I don't know. I agree with you. She's definitely creepy. She's off.
But are they rewriting her character to where they're trying to make her a better person or seem to be a better person?
I don't know. Maybe she's just doing it to throw everybody off. I don't know.
You know, because she's really trying to support Maggie as much as possible. And, you know, Sasha kind of lied to Maggie about when Jesus left. You know, he had left the night before, and she said, oh, he left this morning. And then Eden asked her, well, why did you say that when he had left last night? And she is right. You know, Maggie's going to want to go fight and tear things up, you know. So, you know, Maggie's going to go start World War Apocalypse, I guess we can call it. If she gets into that situation, that's what I think, because Maggie, you got to remember, Maggie just lost her husband and she's trying to care for a baby, trying to, you know, she's healthy right now, and hopefully she stays healthy and she don't get into any, hopefully, I don't know, hopefully maybe she has the baby before the mid-season opener comes back. What do you think?
No, they might wait till season 8. They might wait till season 8.
Before she has the baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my opinion. But, yeah, I think they'll wait for that.
So let me ask you a question. Why is Aaron always getting his butt kicked? What is up with that?
that's just his character. He's trying to be a nice guy, and of course, he just seems the type of person to pick on. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why they beat his butt, because he's easy they can do it easily. He's not going to fight back, and they know this.
If I got beat up that many times, I'd be like, I'm tired of this. I'm not getting beat up no more.
Oh, I know, but he doesn't. He doesn't fight back, and I just think it makes him an easy target for these guys. Because they think they're tough, you know, so. But he just takes it. Poor guy. I felt so bad for him.
Yeah, I'm like, it's time to stop getting your butt kicked already, Aaron.
Oh, he's going to fight back.
I'm leaving. Where you going, Chris? I thought you were going to let the freaks out for us. Come on, bud. We're waiting for the freaks to jump out. We're waiting for the freaks. I'm waiting for the freaks to jump out, and he says he's leaving us. And we're over here in a good old TWD conversation.
Yeah, it's time to go somewhere else. You can keep that up, buddy. Keep it up.
Chris is such a fun guy. I love Chris so much. He is such,
I know, he's great.
Cool. He's so cool. We have the craziest conversations.
What did you think about Maggie on the tractor, though, that episode? I thought that was something else.
Maggie and the tractor. What? Say again.
When she ran over the zombies, yeah.
Oh yeah. That was pretty cool. The way she did that. Was that this last episode, or was I thinking it was the one before? Right.
I think it was the one before.
Yeah, but that was when we didn't bring up a lot.
We didn't bring that up, which was kind of odd.
Yeah, I think we talked about it before, but then we didn't end up bringing it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool that she got deep like that, and that's why they're saying that is she going to run for Hilltop president or whatever. So that it actually works out good that you brought that up, because she's leading into, you know, they're all saying that she should become the president of Hilltop, you know, because everybody enjoys her.
They were kind of saying that in this episode. But Gregory, he needs to go. He's another.
So let's get over to Daryl and his escape with Jesus helping him. Remember, we had talked about it last time we did our podcast. We had wondered if Jesus had went back with Negan and Carl, or did he stay there with Daryl?
Yeah, and he stayed. Yep.
Because when I rewatched after we got done doing the podcast, I rewatched the episode, and when they left, Jesus wasn't on top of the box truck anymore.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yep, you were right.
So are we thinking that he is the one that, you know, because we're still talking about who gave the notes to...
I don't know how he could have gotten the key.
The only way, he's pretty crafty. So
yeah, he is.
So he could. I'd say he'd be the perfect person to get the key or to get out of there. You know what I mean? To help.
It's real possible.
Daryl get out of there. The reason I get into this is because Daryl escaped, and Denise or Desiree and Julie didn't bring this up, but Negan has a lot of men. Okay, he has probably they say a couple 100, 200, 300 men, right? But I say he has about 2,000 or 3,000 men. And you take Rick's group was his main group is about 10 people. I still want to talk about Olivia and Lucas, but. Okay, so the thing we're having here is that even Negan's group, I think, has been sheltered, and I don't think they're prepared to fight against Rick. And if he gets Oceanside, well, the reason they're going to need Oceanside, I don't know, not as much for fighting, but for the ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
So you take Alexandria, Oceanside, Hilltop, and you take King Zeke's thing, you put those four together, and they're going to defeat Negan. And the reason why is because Rick's leading the pack, and they may have to do some more training. And Morgan's over in King Zeke's living with them, and he's training them how to fight